especially after where you guys were. What do you attribute to this turnaround like?
We talk about defensive mistakes and how many goals we let up. Like in the last 10 games. So you can talk about it, but once you see it and you go through it as a team, it's a bit of an eye opener, and I think it was good for us, honestly. It's shown the last 2 games, and we obviously have to keep it going.
Two very different goals tonight. One that was sort of a seeing eye, and then one where I don't know if you were surprised that you had that much room to get in front of the net.
Yeah, I don't really know. The first one I just threw on out, like you said, and then the second one, goalie went for a poke check. So usually if his stick's swinging, the 5 holes usually open. So just tried to throw it between his legs and went in.
We've talked about this a lot, but this opportunity for you and a chance to make the most of it, and you've been producing pretty steadily.
Yeah, obviously it's taken some time to get here, so I want to do the best I can with it. And you know what? I don't think I'm fully there. I think I have more in the tank for my teammates. So, but obviously offensively, it's always been a strength of my game. So I'll continue with that. But just try to put my teammates in a better situation. Whether it's changing or putting pucks in the right areas or whatever it may be. So there's always something to work on.
These last two, what have you seen from Ingram in goal?
What we're all seeing. Obviously, it's hard to beat him. So, he's so calm back there. And, I've said it before. I played him in the American League a bunch and thought highly of him then, and I think highly of him now. So, obviously, it's a guy we trust in, and, he's been a rock for us.
Where do you see that calmness show up during a game?
Well, I think you see it in, maybe their power play tonight. It's pretty lethal power play, and, he shuts the door on them pretty good. So those guys are pretty hard to stop. They got some bombs on the flanks, and even up top they got Hedman, who's one of the best D in the game. So, going against that's pretty nerve-wracking, and he just seems really calm back there. So, yeah, good for him.
How important is it for the morale and the confidence of the team to beat 2 former Stanley Cup champions in Colorado and now Tampa?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think we know we can compete every game, and I think those little mistakes were kind of shooting us in the foot in previous games. And like I said, once you see it, you can kind of nip it in the butt, and I think that's kind of being the difference here. And you can see we're not losing 7-5 or winning 7-5. It's 2-0 game, a 3-1 game, so it makes all the difference in the world.
What do you think were differences between last couple of games where you were losing to the Blues, the Kings? What you guys really changed and focused on in the past 2 games against Vegas and now Tampa?
Yeah, I think it's just, putting, our teammates in better positions, not feeding their offense and playing sound defensively. And I think that makes all the difference, just being reliable for your line mates, not even just your, teammates, but your line mates in general. So, that's been the difference.
You guys just left the ice to a standing ovation. I think the crowd recognized the way that you went about playing this game as a group. Do you sense that? Did you feel that getting off the ice?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's fun to play here, and I think when you give them a 60-minute effort like that, that's all people really ask for. So I'm glad they're into it. I'm glad they're having fun.
How nice was it to have a lead against Tampa on the first shot of the game?
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's always good to score first, and then I think the thing that we worked on the most was whether you're up 1 or down 1 is just sticking with it and playing the game the right way, and I think that's exactly what we did. So it was good top to bottom today.
Your coach wanted to cut and paste what we saw on Saturday night. Was this that?
I mean, from my view, yeah, I think it's another good game. Just stack them on top of each other. I think coach obviously sees the game a little differently than I do with the systems and stuff, so that might be a question for him.
I'll get that. Before I wrap it up with you, though, you and I talked in Vegas about potentially getting this start. You got it. How do you feel about being the guy right now?
I mean, it's just like I said in Vegas, too. I think I got 40 games in this league, so whether you play once a month or every other day, just happy to play hockey and play in such a good environment. So it's can't ask for much more.
Thanks, Scott.
Does it change anything for you in net to start 2 games in a row?
No, I mean, I'm just doing my job. Just stop the puck. Like I said before, I still get excited. This is the National Hockey League, and I haven't been here very long, so it's still fun to go out there and play whenever you can.
Do you feel like you sustain a rhythm coming off of Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, the more you play, the easier it is to get in there and kind of keep it going. So, I mean, whether it's every other day or 2 out of 3 or whatever it may be, I mean, it's just fun to play hockey.
Connor, what do you think you did to earn this up? Obviously, the shutout, you usually play after that, but what do you think you've done to earn this opportunity overall?
I don't know. I mean, it's just coming to the rink and putting a smile on your face, trying to be a good teammate, and battling every day. I think that's what last year taught me is, if you're going to play once a week, you got to go into every day like it's a game day. And I think that approach hasn't changed, and it's helped me so far.
You told me before that when your game's at its best, you're boring. Is that how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think if a person who didn't know hockey watched me from the stands, I probably don't look like I have a pulse out there some of the time. So, yeah, when I feel good, the game slows down and it looks boring, so I'll take it. Vanilla, as they used to say.
All right, 2 questions. A better setup than you were with T.S. Michelle at this point.
Yeah, no, half the time that I get an assist, I just rim the puck down the glass and somebody scores. So.
Do you still hold a grudge against Tampa?
No, I mean, Tampa gave me an opportunity. Obviously, it didn't work out there. That was 2019. I mean, it's 4 years ago. There's guys in that locker room that I still know, and gave me a chance to get into the league. Obviously, it didn't work out, but I never would have played in the coast without them. So it's a good stepping stone, a good learning curve.
And you wanted to see a replication, copy and paste, did you, tonight?
Well, we played well. I think we played a little bit better offensively as well. I think we played good defense. We had great goaltending. I think Higgy needed to be. We had more quality scoring chance today than against Vegas, but he was really solid, and I think we found a way to score a big goal at key moment.
How about just playing with the lead early in a situation like this with a team like that?
Well, I understand your question, Washi, but I think at that point for us, it was just to play the game the right way. And I think early, we forced a little bit early, and then I liked our second and third period, the way we managed the puck, the way we got above them, and obviously they're a good team. They still had chance, but we made play it out as well. We had good chance off the forecheck, and we generated enough. I think we have power play for 56 minutes in the game, so we had to generate at 5-on-5. I think the boys did a really good job.
How much confidence do you see in the commitment to the way that you want this team to play now?
Well, it's growing. I think it's the guys know, but to sustain it's I respect that. It's not that easy, Like I said the last couple of days. If it was easy, everybody will do it. I don't want that to be easy, so we can be one of the team who pursue that and succeed at it. And it's a long season. We'll have ups and downs. Right now, we'll take those two for sure. I think we played a good game. Now it's an even better opponent coming next game, so let's get ready.
What was Josh Brown's imprint on this game here tonight?
He was good, a big fight and some big block shot, and he did a good job. I'm really happy with Brownie.
Andre, you had talked before about Michael Carcone needing to play with more consistency. Are you seeing that from him over this last stretch?
He's improving. He's improving. He's skating. He has more commitment defensively. The last 2 games, I will say, he was way more responsible with the puck, and I'm happy for him because he made some sacrifice, I will say, with the puck, and he still get a reward. So that's a good message for him.
What do you mean specifically by sacrifice?
Well, he's a guy who forced the play, he did force the play with the puck, trying play where it looks really simple. I will tell you, really, really simple. When there's a play, you need to make it. When there's none, you cannot try. That's as simple as that. And he had a little bit of gambler in him sometimes. And in the last 2 games, didn't gamble. He made the play when it was open, and when it was not open, he was putting puck in a secure place, and did not change the amount of offense he created. So that's a good message for him.
So you're 21 games into the season now. What's your evaluation and where you think the team is?
Oh, it's tough for me to look at it as a 21 game in a sense of we had different phases in those 21 games. We had good moment, we had not as good moment. We had moment where we played really structured, really organized, and we had other moment where we forced it a little bit and we lacked the consistency. So looks like for me it's almost a full season in 21 games so far. We had ups and downs, so we need to keep going and keep grinding, keep our head up, and it's just 2 big win against two really good opponents the last two, but it's not getting any easier. So we need to just stay on ball and keep grinding.
But you have, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You have to feel though that you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. But my belief in those guys is utmost. You know, I have a huge belief in our guys and our leadership and all our team. Those guys believe they're competitive. They're hardworking. They're good guys. We have a good room. The guys have fun together. So I believe in them. That's what creates frustration. When you don't believe in something and it doesn't work, you're not frustrated. You might be disappointed, but you're not frustrated. So when you believe and you care so much for those guys, when it doesn't go the way we want, we take it personal because we want them to be successful, we want our team to be successful, we want those guys to get their goal.